You're such an asshole.
Hello, children. We got a request. If you have a request, you go to assholeconsulting.com. This is one that I didn't get to last week. By the way, Asshole Consulting is closed until the 18th. I am not taking on new clients until the 18th. There are big red letters before you get to the contact form that says it's closed. It's going to be $500 minimum. And yet, I still have the League of Extra Spurtardi men feel like, you willing to pay $500? Oh, the what? Go check it out. You'll see it. You'll see the big red letters. I always thought, well, I didn't always think, Modern Life John's course, when I first took it, I'm like, guys don't need to be told to brush their teeth and comb their hair and use deodorant. Yes, they do. There's a segment of men that absolutely do. Follow the instructions. Hello, I have read Curse of the High IQ and halfway through Bachelor Pad Economics. You're a 30-something guy. You're from a place. You moved to a different state. In a professional level job making $80,000 the past 2 years. My employer, who is also in your field, moved out of the state that you're in now. You're currently running his office as the main dude. We're open 5 days a week, and I wanted to pick up a part-time job and realize that no people in my field are open on the weekends. The entrepreneur inside me wants to rent a room and do the thing. On weekends, total cost is $400 a month. That's cheap. There's something about running the show and only getting a certain amount per month. You're making the man money and not you. Yes. Don't be a little Democrat communist on me. Well, how come they make all the money? Well, they set up the business. We should take over the means. I never understood that about communism. We should take over the means of production. All right, okay, so you're going to do all the management and the work? No, and then I always got to curious, okay, take over the means of production. You mean like own the means of production through your 401k or IRA? Like you already own the means of production. You're a shareholder. You have a pension, right? The pension owns underlying assets, stocks, and bonds. Have we not achieved this? Here's a lesson to take from this. I'm not trying to criticize you, but for everybody else out there, don't you dare bitch and whine about the entrepreneur making all the money. He or she is the one who took the risk. They put their own money, they set it up. If you think you can do it, and obviously with the thumbnail, I'm giving you the green light to do it, then go do it, yes. And as I've talked about it before, yeah, but I think entrepreneurship is going to be mandatory for most people because working for, especially a Fortune 500 company, or a larger traditional employer, is simply going to be not possible. But don't like, hey, they're making all the money. And then I would say, hey, you agreed to the $25 an hour job. Hey, did you co-sign your mortgage away to get the money to fund the business? You didn't. So either do it or be happy with your wage. My goal is to save about $100,000 to open up my own clinic in my home state. I currently have $55,000 saved. Is it worth opening a clinic on the weekends while keeping my full-time job, even though I'm going to be here for 2 or more years? Or should I keep saving? Please keep me anonymous. I prefer a video response. Thanks. So then I asked a couple other questions like, okay, well, what are the expenses to open up your own office? Do you need insurance? And you got your insurance covered. Do you need equipment and gear? You say, yeah, it'd be about this much. And to me, dude, this looks like a no-brainer. And the reason it looks like a no-brainer is your startup costs are pretty darn low. I already told you to go look up RMA Associates so you can find out whether this business you're going to do. If it's $400, the rent alone, I'm like, wow, you found a place for $400 a month? Okay, so you got to buy some equipment and gear. You already got your insurance. Hell yeah. Now, I would do a month-to-month lease and only run this for 3 months to trial it, to test run it. So that way you're not risking all your money and all your capital. If you have to rent the equipment, fine, or get it used or build it yourself. I don't know all the equipment that goes into it. I can't imagine a lot. Make it nice. Don't like just go to the dump or Goodwill and get a old ratty equipment. But this is exactly what you should be doing to find out that if you were to go back to your home state, should you do it? So I would keep your daytime. Oh, and there was a non-compete with your boss. So as long as you're outside the radius, you're good to go, at least as far as I could tell. And so, yeah, maybe you want to contact a lawyer, double check. That might be some money worth spending. Like, hey, have the lawyer look at your employment agreement. But yeah, go run a side gig, outside the radius that your boss agreed to. Trial run it for 3 months. See if it works. See if there's any problems you run into. But one of the rare instances, just because your cost seems so low, and this seems like an unserved market, like not weekends. I guess that would raise the question: well, is it illegal to run a shop like that on the weekends? You might want to take a look at local law. But if you can get a little practice now before you move back to your home state, where you obviously, I guess, would prefer to live, because the state you're in now is crap. It is crap. I would never live there. But yeah, and what you'll also find out is, I don't know how you came up with you want to save $100,000 to open up your practice. That seems like a lot of money. If you could find a place to rent for $400 a month, like either there or there, wherever you are, and you could buy the equipment on the cheap, you may find out, I don't need $100,000. You, with your 55 grand, you may have more than enough you need saved up. I would, however, before you go back to the home country, I'm just going to repeat what I did here back in my home state. Well, does your home state in other words, what's the competition like in your home state? In other words, the state you're in now, crappy as it is, has the benefit, has given you the market of doing your thing on the weekends. Does your home state have that same unserved need? Or do they work on weekends over there? And then now you're just competing against a whole other bunch of people. So that's another thing you should consider. But for the immediate 3 months in front of you, absolutely. Let's get okay. So it's $1,200 rent. Insurance is already paid for. Some equipment and gear. Let's say it's $2,000-3,000. So for, let's say, $5,000. You're going to find out for sure whether or not it's profitable. And you'll get some experience at accounting and running your own business and, setting up payment processing and things like that. Just the regular old processes that come with any entrepreneurial endeavor. But yeah, I think you'll know in 3 months, you'll know whether or not it works there. And then if you do some more research, if it's going to work over there. But then before you move back to the home country, your home state, he's from the United States. Before you move back to the home state, do your research, make sure there's no surprise regulatory requirements. The insurance is roughly the same, all that good jazz. Make sure you know exactly all your costs are going into it, and that you have weekends open, or if there's a town in your state that the weekends are open and you don't have any competition. But yeah, man, I'll give you a green light to trial run it here. And then think about that. You got your daytime gig. Let's say you make some good money on the side. Maybe you're like, oh, shoot, I'll just stay here. Maybe you go back home, visit the folks, and then kind of poke around, talk to the people in your field over there, and find out, maybe I stay here, because you'd be surprised what you can make on 2 extra work days. It's 40% more work. And if you're getting all the money, I don't know what you guys bill out at, but you're not happy with $80,000 a year. You think you could make more. You might be able to double your salary or double your total income. So I'm all for it. So all right. Let's go to super chats. Reg Talt, 2 British pounds. Learned a lot from you, Cappy. Cheers. Thanks, Reg. Nonstop Dre, the man with the magically blessed black penis. $2. You're sponsored by the Carlson School. Just a bit. No. Do not go to the Carlson School of Management. No. Do not go to any business school unless you're majoring in accounting. If you're going to go to a business school, you might as well go to Western Governors University online for about as cheap as you could possibly get it. Wholesome DJ Aftershock, $2 in before. Haha, I know you couldn't stay away, Clary. No. Yes, thank you, Wholesome. You listened. I had one left over. I'm just not taking any new clients. 5 days, and Asshole Consulting will celebrate its 9-year anniversary. You guys believe that? Remember how pretty and handsome I was back then? Nonstop Dre, $2, 100,000 subs, special idea interview, Carlson D. Hey, she's actually kind of cool. She didn't like the disease and all the restrictions. All right, that's it. Oh, wait, one more. Athel will deck you with $2, Mexican Poops, and Raccoon Love. We'll see you guys later. I think Ivy the dog is here. Toodles.